So in this problem, we have two polynomials multiplied together, and we're asked what the coefficient of the x squared term is, right? Okay, so they're looking for the x squared coefficient. That's the number in front of x squared. And there's usually a few ways you could do these things. One is quick, one is slow. In this case, I could, if I wanted, just multiply negative 4x squared minus x plus 5. That's the first polynomial, times the second polynomial, negative 2x plus 3, and just go term by term and figure out what everything is. You know, we would start out with negative 8x cubed, right? That's negative 4x squared times negative 2x. And then I would do negative 4x squared times 3. That's negative 12x squared. And then we would go to the next term. That's the negative x. So that would give us a plus 2x squared and a minus 3x, and so on. But what you can see, you know what, let's just finish this out. Minus 10x plus 15. Okay, so that's the full polynomial multiplied out. And what you can see is a lot of these terms aren't really necessary. All we care about is the coefficient of the x squared term. So right here and right there. And the quick way to do this is to recognize at the beginning of the problem, here, let me just take all this stuff and get it out of here. Recognize at the beginning of the problem, they're asking for the x squared terms. Well, there's only a few things that are going to create x squared terms. One of them is this 4x squared times a number. Okay, so that's going to be negative 12x squared. And another way to get an x squared term is this right here, an x times an x. And that'll be positive 2x squared. And you see those terms right here. Everything else you can ignore because they're not asking for it. So I just combine these two together and I get negative 10x squared. So the coefficient, remember the coefficient is going to be negative 10. Okay, and that's your answer.